It's been feared since ancient times as a place of the dead and the scene of at least one gruesome act of human child sacrifice. But now scientists have braved Sculptors Cave in Moray, Scotland, to create a digital model of the iconic landmark. Researchers hope that the digitisation will shed light on the mysterious cave and the Pictish symbols lining it. Sculptors Cave was discovered in the 1860s near the base of cliffs where the Moray Firth meets the sea. Since then, archaeologists have discovered a range of late Bronze Age objects in the cave, including bronze armrings, ring money, a swan's neck pin, pottery and worked bone, along with human remains, mostly those of children. Skull and mandible fragments were found in the entrance to the cave, while one juvenile frontal bone was found to be deliberately defleshed, suggesting it had been involved in a human sacrifice. The fact that the cave is so inaccessible is likely to have made it a highly appropriate location for carrying out ritual practices. Sculptors Cave was first discovered in the 1860s near the base of impressive cliffs where the Moray Firth meets the sea. Since then, archaeologists have discovered a range of late Bronze Age objects in the cave, including bronze arm rings, ring money, a swan's neck pin, pottery and worked bone, along with human remains, mostly those of children. Skull and mandible fragments were found in the entrance to the cave, while one juvenile frontal bone was found to be deliberately defleshed, suggesting it had been involved in a human sacrifice. Now, archaeologists from the University of Bradford have braved the creepy site to create a walkthrough digitalization of it. Their high-resolution digital model not only demonstrates the size and layout of the cave, but also highlights the Pictish symbols found on the walls. Professor Ian Armit, co-author of the study, said, "The Sculptors Cave is a fascinating location, known for decades for the richness of its archaeology and for the unusual Pictish carvings around its entrance." This walkthrough animation allows us to study the carvings in detail and to present this inaccessible site to the public through online and museum displays. It also ensures that we can preserve the cave and the carvings digitally for future generations to study. To create the digitization, the researchers used a range of technologies including laser scanning and structured light scanning. This revealed a number of detailed carvings, including a 5-point star and cross. One of the most standout carvings was text that read, "W ending 12 of Mar 169 cursed be they it.Their." The researchers now plan to analyze the digitization to learn more about the cave. Dr. Rebecca Jones, head of Archaeology and World Heritage at Historic Environment Scotland, said, "It's great to see the model of Sculptors Cave at completion stage. It's such a valuable resource as the cave can often be difficult to access. It is wonderful to have such a detailed interactive model so that audiences have the opportunity to explore the Pictish engravings up close. Who were the Picts? The tribe who held out in the north. The Picts were a group of wild savages who infamously fought off Rome's toughest legions before disappearing from history. The collection of tribes lived in what is today eastern and northern Scotland during the late Iron Age and early medieval periods from around 270 to 900 AD. The Picts eventually formed a tribal confederation whose political motivations derived from a need to ally against common enemies such as the Britons and the Romans. The Roman name for the people, Picti, means painted people. It's not known what they called themselves. Mel Gibson's blue face paint in Braveheart is of nod to the Pictish tradition of body paint, but the real Picts fought stark naked, and there are records of them doing so up until the 5th century. The habit of fighting naked, especially in the cold Scottish climate, didn't harm the tribe's reputation for ferocity. Picts held the territory north of the Firth of Forth in Scotland and were one of the reasons even heavily armoured Roman legions could not conquer Scotland.